Recently I gave a video about unsafe people. So I thought I'd give a contrasting video regarding what I see to be as safe people. People that are safe to be around. The unsafe people, kind of to look back a little bit, basically want a quick attachment, have control issues. They want to be in control of you. They also will often subtly and more blatantly put you down. You're going to not feel a lot of self-worth around them. In contrast, the safe people basically is somebody who respects you. And in a nutshell, it boils down to respect. The unsafe person does not respect, and the safe person does respect you. So some of the traits of the safe person is that, let's say that you meet somebody and they may have an interest in you and show an interest in you, but they're not super pursuant to the point where you feel overwhelmed or you feel like this person is really on my tail, really after me. It doesn't mean that they can't be attracted to you in the beginning. Not only relationships, but let's say even in a friendship, doesn't mean somebody can find you to be a great friend. But if they're super generous and super interested in you to get to know you, there's a sign of desperation there. And so it should be a healthy meeting, and it should go slowly. It shouldn't go too quickly. Now, there is such a thing as love at first sight with two people. In my opinion, there is. So there is exceptions to the rule. My stepfather, now there's a man who knew how to respect a woman. But he was very attracted to my mother upon first sight. They had both mom had been divorced. She was in her 40s. He had lost his wife to an illness. He was in his 50s. She had 5 kids. He had 4 kids. And both of them were responsible people, worked hard to make sure their kids were okay. But when he met her, there was a little bit of an affiliation there because he had met her parents long before because they all worked for Bell Telephone at the time. But when he first met her, he was quite attracted to her, and at the end of the meeting he gave her a kiss. But after that, he never attempted to pursue her to any great length. It was obvious that he was attracted to her, he liked her, and she sent him a note thanking him for the time to meet with him, and expressed her interest in meeting again. He claims that on the card there was quite a bit of perfume, and he always loved that. And as they got to know each other, it was great for us to see somebody who knew how to really, really respect a woman, and showed her the greatest respect from day one. And so throughout the marriage, he also had a lot of respect that he would show to her. For example, I remember a time when we had an issue where he had said something insulting or hurtful, and he didn't mean to. It was at the dinner table, but it made her cry, and she goes running up into the bedroom, the master bedroom, and he looked at me with his humble eyes, and he said, now son, he goes, this is where you wait about 20 minutes and let her go deal with this emotionally herself. Don't go in there and try to maneuver her into a better better emotion. Don't try to affect her emotions. Just wait and let her get through this emotional time for about 20 minutes, and then go up there and apologize. And so for about the next 45 minutes, after he'd waited 20 minutes, about the next 45 minutes, they were in the bedroom there, and I just know that what he had to listen to was her giving him a lecture about how you don't say things like that to me or to a woman or whatever it was he had said. And I know from experience that he just listened. And he shook his head and he let her lay into him and let him have it. And then after it was done, he would say, "I'm sorry," again. And then she would hug him, give him a kiss, and she felt that he was the most wonderful man in the world. To the day they both passed away. He passed away at 97. She passed away at 87, if I'm correct. And they were in love to the day they died. They were terribly in love. Every day they were with each other, they would kiss many times a day. When they first got married, he would come into the house. He would throw his hat on the hat rack, and he would say, "Where is my beautiful wife?" And he would come into the house and look for Mom and give her a great big kiss when he arrived home. This was his routine, and he absolutely adored her. And I know that he adored his previous wife as well. He would say, whenever we dealt with anything about something to purchase in the house, he would say, "Well, that's her territory. What she wants to purchase, we'll purchase." And he would go down and they would purchase a couch together or this or that. He would say, "That's hers. That's up to her." And she said, "Well, no, you need to have some input too." And he would say, "Well, whatever you like, I like." And this is the way that he treated her for since they were in their 40s until their passing. It was an example that was tremendous because it taught me so much about how to treat a woman and how to treat a person. So by contrast, the person that is antisocial or the person who is controlling, they're going to make you feel badly about yourself. They will say subtle things, negative things that make you feel badly about yourself. The healthy person in the healthy relationship is the person who is going to make you feel good about yourself. And as I grew older, I came to recognize that this is what true strength is. True strength is humility. True strength is a person who can say they're wrong. True strength is this person who will respect the other person. That's what true strength is. It's not being a bully. It's not being mean. It's not putting someone down. There's no strength in that. It's complete weakness. And the secure person will treat the other person with respect. So in looking for a friend or looking for someone to date, someone to marry, the primary word you look for is respect. A relationship should have mutual respect. both the man and the woman should respect each other mutually. And the friends should respect each other. And in a nutshell, that's the word that describes it: respect. And if you don't have mutual respect in a friendship or a relationship, you're going to have problems. So that's my contrasting video. If you want to see what I had to say regarding unsafe people, just look for that video in the same informational videos section of our channel. One of the other elements of respect is commitment. If you have a relationship or that you've been involved for a long time, the antisocial, as I said in the other video, they'll be the first to drop you when they decide it's time to move on. A person who respects you respects your feelings, respects how much that would affect you, respects your life, your long-term life. And if you're in a relationship with each other, and you've had a relationship for quite some time and it's very deep, it's essentially a marriage, it's not something you want to do is just leave the other person because it's time to move on. Commitment is very important part of respect. And doing it even with your friends, being committed to your friends if they're in need, is also a big part of respect and a big part of healthy relationships. And as I say, the antisocial, they will move quickly away from a relationship when they decide they no longer want it, and with no regard to your feelings whatsoever. So if somebody just wants to be your friend and they have a relationship with you that is far beyond what a friendship is, but they only want to be your friend, and they say that's all we are, there is an element there of disrespect that one day may come back to bite you. So I think it's one of the elements that you look for in a healthy relationship and in a person who would respect you is a commitment. Once you're into a serious relationship, you want to feel that you're safe. You want to feel that you have somebody who will stay with you, someone who loves you, someone who loves you and accepts you for who you are, and will be there for you. If you end up having a major disability, where is the antisocial going to be? And where will that person that respects you be? It's a big, important question as we get older. Another example of my stepfather that was always appealed to me was when he was 96 years old. When we went to any restaurant or anywhere, he could barely walk. He had a cane. He could barely get in the door. But he absolutely insisted on opening the door to the restaurant for my mother. And he wasn't about to let me do it. When we came to the car door, opening the car, he would get out of that car so slowly, walk over and open that door for my mother, and walk her side by side, the two of them, to wherever we were going. He never walked in front of her. He never walked behind her. He always walked arm in arm with my mother. And I learned such a great deal from him, because these are just small reflections of his respect. The idea regarding buying furniture and so forth, it isn't bad that if both of you want to agree on furniture or something, it's nothing wrong with that. But the way he approached it showed a level of respect that was just immeasurable, and I always appreciated it. I don't follow that same exact pattern. I think the two people can make a decision on things, and it's fine with regard to furniture or things like that. Everyone's a little different, but again, I think it boils down to mutual respect, and that's the healthy way to go about it. So in the end, it all boils down to respect, and the person who is healthy is going to respect you, respect your feelings, and respect what you think, and they're going to treat you as a human being with value, a lot of value. And the person who does not respect you will do just the opposite. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.